what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, or if you are brand new here and this is the very first time you ever see me, what's up? I am Jen. I share all things health and wellness here on the channel. Anything I do to level up my own life, I share with you guys in hopes to inspire and motivate you to do the same. So if that sounds like your jam, make sure to subscribe before we jump into today's video. All right, beauties, we have another full day of eating coming at you, and vlog, workouts, you know, take you through the day, all the good fun things. As you saw, we already had our coffee, our protein shake, our breakfast, all of that good jazz, just the same morning routine that I've been doing for weeks now. That's what's working for me. I am not a super, I love breakfast foods, but I'm not a super huge like breakfast time eater. I don't like eating when I first get up in the day. I haven't in forever, and lately I really haven't wanted to. I'm not hungry at all, but I know that I need to get some protein in first thing in the day to get my metabolism and body revved up and rocking and rolling for the day, and to make sure that it helps me hit my protein target throughout the day that I'm shooting for every single day. So just having a quick protein shake with some fruit has been working good to fuel me for the day. So we knocked that out, all of our vitamins and supplements, trying to make sure that we get all those micronutrients in to make sure that we're feeling good. But today we have a long to-do list, which is not unusual, right? We always have a ton of stuff to do, and to-do lists are my jam. If I don't have it all listed out in this brain, I will forget it. So we have a bunch of stuff to knock out for work, for the upcoming group program, clients, all of that. And then little guy also has a dentist appointment today, so we'll be heading out shortly to get him to the dentist. And then we have to do our workout when we get back. That's just the way that it's going to fit in the schedule today. And of course, I'll bring you along for the lift. I can't see you guys. Let's put these on. I can't barely see you through these either because they're so dirty. I had some other glasses that I was really loving, and they got stepped on and broke at my grandson's birthday party over the weekend. So I'm back to these babies. But also, my pepper plant over here got broke, and it has some good peppers. Let me show you guys. My basil is starting to go to seed because it's super hot. My tomato plant is super struggling. I need to show it some love. But my pepper plant is doing pretty good. I've got some peppers on there. I've got some big ones over here, but of course this is the branch. There's another one there. There's a few of them on this one, but somebody snapped this branch off accidentally. I think like walking by or something, they broke the branch off. But I stuck it in the soil, and I'm gonna see if it'll reroot, but I've got to pull those peppers off either way. But we do have some peppers on this one, so we will be getting some off of that. But I have to do something with my tomato plant because it's definitely needing some TLC. My rosemary's doing good. My other herbs, it's just so hot here right now. I need to plant some other stuff in here. But the peppers are winning, so I'm pumped for that. All right, guys, we are out of the dentist now. We've been there for a few hours. But we got little dude's teeth all clean, checked out, good to go. We're waiting on a couple baby teeth to hit the dusty trail before we decide what we're gonna do with like his braces. I think I had talked to you guys about that before, if he's gonna have to have braces or not. Once those baby teeth come out, kind of seeing the pathway of those couple adult teeth, we'll make the decision then. But everything else is looking good. He was a trooper, he did good. So we're on our way back to the house now so that I can whip up some lunch and get a little bit of stuff done before we head to go get our lift in. I've got to go pick up a grocery order. I've got to get the house picked up. I've got to plan a bunch of stuff for tomorrow because tomorrow is one of my like busiest Zoom call days. Wednesdays and Thursdays is when I do the bulk majority of my client check-ins. And I also rented a new like office space. It's like a co-working space. My camera's bouncing around. I'm trying out a couple different things just to see what will help me with focus and productivity, because it's so easy to get distracted working from home. There's pluses to working home, just like there's a downside, just like there's pluses to working outside the home, and there's also a downside. There's a plus side to not working at all, and there's a downside. There's positive and negative no matter what your situation is. And I am finding more and more, and have been forever, that I can very easily get distracted at home and get into something else, and then I'm out of the workflow, and then it takes that long to get back into the groove. And so, and I think just a change of scenery, all of that I think will really help with productivity, help with some filming some content that I am doing for my group program, which I am super pumped about. And I have a ton of stuff that will be going in the app for this group program. So I'm very, very excited to do that. So I have already booked a couple hours to do that in the morning at the office, and then I have Zooms and all of that back to back tomorrow. So I have a bunch of stuff that I have to like prep and get ready for that. And like I said, eat lunch, and then we'll go get our lift in. We're back at the house now, and I am just gonna whip up my lunch. I just chopped up some zucchini, just tossed it in the pan here with a spray of avocado oil, and then I'm gonna add some garlic powder and some Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse seasoning because that's delicious. And while that is cooking, I'm gonna toss some of these smoke roasted salmon bites in the air fryer. I get these from Sam's Club. It comes with 4 in a pack. They are 200 calories a serving and 22 grams protein. If you add either of the sauces, then it has the macros for those as well, but I'm going to be adding some balsamic, so I will show you that after I get all of this whipped up. These only take a few minutes in the air fryer, and they're good to go, ready to eat. All right, the zucchini's browning up just like I like. The salmon's almost done in the air fryer, and this is where the magic happens with zucchini. Add about a tablespoon of butter in there right at the end, and your seasonings, just toss it all through. Get some fats in there, some awesome flavor. That Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse is a win for everything. A little bit of garlic powder. Stir this baby up, plate it up, and you're good to go. I wish you guys could smell this awesomeness. Oh yes. Salmon is ready. Look how absolutely delicious that looks. Now we are going to add our balsamic on there. Look at that. I've got a serving of Good Culture cottage cheese, and all of this deliciousness is clocking in at 457 calories, 39 grams of protein, 19 carbs, and 27 fat for the win. And it took 10 minutes to throw together. You could meal prep your zucchini and have that ready to rock and roll for the week and then just divvy out what you want for lunch, but I'm super big on texture, as you guys know, and I like it freshly made. I will eat it leftover as well, but I really like it freshly made, and it only takes a few minutes, so it's worth it to me. 10 minutes, and this absolute deliciousness is ready to rock and roll. If you didn't want to use a balsamic glaze, this particular pack comes with a Mississippi barbecue sauce and a honey mustard sauce. This is an extra 20 calories. This is an extra 50 calories to add to the salmon if you add either of those sauces. But any salmon, you don't have to get this particular brand. I like this. It's ready to go. Has awesome macros, tastes delicious, texture is good, all of the things. But you can meal prep your salmon ahead of time, your zucchini, and have awesome, yummy lunch ready to go. Man, was lunch yummy. Now we are taking a couple minute break before we jump back into work and just sit outside and enjoy my most favorite swing. This chair is literally like the most awesome chair in the world. And I know a bunch of you guys asked about it last time when I showed my patio, so I will link it down below. If it's still on sale at Walmart, it's a killer deal, and it's so comfortable. It's a 2-seater. It swings. It's gorgeous to look at. It's comfortable to sit in. Anyways, I digress. But I'm taking a few minutes break before I jump back into work for the day, and I wanted to just get on here and chat about this because, one, I struggle with it. I know tons of my clients struggle with it, literally everybody. I don't think anybody is exempt from struggle, and that's what I want to talk about. Struggle is just simply a part of life, and I know that we all get frustrated with struggling with tracking our food, getting our workouts in, doing all the healthy habits, taking care of the home, taking care of the kids, doing our work, trying to progress professionally, whatever it is in our marriage, relationships, family, just all the things, whatever it is for you, know that you aren't alone. We all struggle. I know a lot of people look at people online or coaches and think that they don't struggle, and I am just here to tell you that I am just like you guys. I struggle with tracking my food. I struggle with wanting to work out every day. I struggle with keeping up with all of my duties at home and as a mom and as a wife and as a business owner, like all of those things. And most of the time I'm pretty good at juggling it all because I just know that it has to be done, so I do it. And also, another side note, this is why, look at this hair. This is why I struggle with having my hair curly. As you guys know, it's a hot mess, but we're going to ignore that. Anyways, it's all a struggle, and I don't know that it ever gets easier. I've talked about it before. You do get stronger in so many areas, but it still doesn't exempt you from just having the natural struggles of life, of not feeling like doing it all the time, of getting sick and tired of doing the same things all the time, of being overwhelmed, of being frustrated, all of those things. It's completely normal, and that's why I'm such a huge advocate, even if it isn't with me. Go find a coach. Go find find an accountability group. Go find an accountability partner that you can work out with. Having somebody else to hold you accountable outside of yourself is absolutely priceless. I have multiple coaches. I have business coaches. I have fitness coaches. I'm getting ready to get a running coach for our marathon training that we are going to kick back up. And I am looking for somebody that has completed multiple marathons, so they know all the ins and outs of everything, and they've already ran that road. They've already fought through those battles, and I can learn from them easier and be more efficient and effective my first time through. That is what is so good about learning from people that have already been down the path that you are trying to travel, because it saves you so much time and heartache. You're still going to have struggle. You still have to learn through the experience and get stronger, but it just saves you so much time. Just like us going to Business Mastery with Tony Robbins. My husband and I were sitting in there like, first of all, just like blown away with what we were learning, and being in the room with that caliber of a group of people. Like, it was absolutely like utterly unbelievable. And once upon in our life, like, we would have never dreamed about being able to be in that room and learning the things that we're learning, or even where we're at this stage in life. And we have so far to go. We have so much more to learn. We have so much more growing to do. It's a nonstop endeavor, right? We're going to pursue growth and trying to learn and get better for the rest of our lives. But being able to streamline that and invest in yourself through reading, through online YouTube University, like, that's my number one go-to to learn stuff. You can invest in yourself in ways that will help you to become stronger and be able to fight through those struggles that doesn't even cost money. Like, we literally have the internet. It's 2024. You can learn so much. Do I think it's worth the investment? Absolutely. That's why I do it myself. It's not going to erase the pain, the fight, and the struggle that you have to go through, which I think is a necessary thing for us to actually become the people we're supposed to be. The result isn't what actually teaches us. It's the journey along the path that actually shapes you into who you are meant to be. That inner desire that you have to be better than you are today, to have a better body, to have a better mind, to have a better marriage, to have a better family, to have a better home, to have more income, whatever it is that you want in life, it's going to take fight. It's going to take struggle, and you're going to get stronger every single time that you overcome something, you push with it, and you achieve something, and then you go on to something else, and you're going to continually get stronger. But the struggle always remains, because if it was easy, every single person would do it. Everybody would be rich. Everybody would be snatched. Everybody would be in perfect marriages. Everybody would have everything. And that's just not realistic, because those things wouldn't even be valuable if they were easy and everybody had them. They are so valuable to us because it is such a hard fight to obtain them, and they're rare, you know? That's why diamonds are so precious and loved by everybody. They're rare. Everybody doesn't just have bags full of diamonds laying around. And it's the same thing with the things that you want in life. The physique that you're after, the health that you're after, the mental state that you're after, the faith that you're after, whatever it is, insert whatever it is, it's going to take you fighting through the struggle of the weak-minded version of you fighting against you. That is just there no matter what. And no matter how long you're on the journey, no matter what coaches you have, you still are going to have to fight within yourself to put forth the effort to get what you want to get out of life. And believe me, I'm struggling, especially thinking about this month. I'm staring at this birthday sign sitting over here from my grandson's birthday. The month of August is absolutely insane for our family. Birthdays every single week, like multiple birthdays every single week. I have a huge family, and so much comes with that, and I'm very grateful for it. But that doesn't mean that it's easy to keep up with everything, to keep up with all the family things going on, keep up with all of my business things and clients, and trying to give my best to them, and with my kids, and with my husband, and with the home, and you know, like, and with my health, all of that. It takes a lot, and we all struggle, and none of us hit the mark of 100% perfection. That's just not a thing. But trying to do more things better than you don't, I think, is key, and being consistent with it, which is the number one thing that people struggle with, is consistency. And that's because it's hard. The struggles come up from day to day with time management, with planning, things popping into your routine or schedule that were unexpected, and it throws you off. Like, there's just a million things out there that cause us to struggle and cause us to have hardships. But the more that you're able to push and fight through them, the stronger you get the next time those things pop pop up. Like today, my schedule has just been out of control, had a bunch of things come up, and the way that it played out, I am not going to be able to get my workout in until little dude goes to boxing at 5:30 today. I don't necessarily like working out that late in the day, but I know that I have to get it done. Like Tuesday is my lift day. I've got to get it done. So I'm just going to do it no matter what. And I know I'll feel better afterwards, but there's no part of me that even wants to go do it. I have a million other things that I could be doing and that need to be done. But that's a standard that I've set in my life, and that I want to work out, I want to lift, I want to be strong, I want to continue to fight to try to be healthy. So I just have to go get it done no matter what. Am I perfect with any of that? No. And that's the main thing that I want to get across to you guys today, is that just because I'm a coach, just because I do this for a living, just because I've done it for years on end, doesn't make it any easier. I still struggle with feeling like doing it. I just make myself do it anyways. I struggle with wanting to track all the time. I struggle with remembering my supplements, but the thing that has kept me going is that the majority of the time I make sure that I stick to doing the things that I know that will move me forward and that will get me to where I'm wanting to go. And that's exactly what you have to do. You have to push through even when you don't feel like it, and fight for consistency, because it is the number one thing, the very top number one thing that sabotages people on any goal that they are trying to pursue. They just don't stick with it for long enough until they can gain some momentum, till they can gain some results, until they make it a habit in their life. And then they fall off, then they're frustrated, then they're back and forth, on and off, and they don't ever have that consistency, so they don't actually ever get where they want to go, and then they think that it's all a lost cause, and then they backtrack, and it's just a vicious cycle that we can get in as we're struggling and not feeling like doing something. If we could just get to a point where, more often than not 100% perfection, because that's just not reality, but doing it more often than you don't. It's not what you do or don't do once in a while, it's what you do most of the time. And if you can fight through those feelings of struggle and just make yourself do it anyways more than you don't, you will start to win in life. And so that is just my message today. My arm's about to break holding this camera, but we all struggle. Accountability is the number one thing I can recommend to you guys. If you can get mentors, coaches, accountability partners, groups, communities, whatever, just get yourself around like-minded people that will help you level up and help hold you accountable, because when we are left to our own devices, we will give up on ourselves so quickly. Most of us will give up on ourselves more than we don't. And so having other people that you know are watching, you know are counting on you, you know are holding you accountable, is going to be absolutely priceless on your journey. So I cannot recommend that enough. But I know I'm gabbing your guys' ear off, so I'm gonna go in here and knock out some work so that when it's time for boxing, we can go get this lift in.
I shouldn't want you, I shouldn't need you, but I'm afraid that's not up to me. Cause when I hear you sing through my speakers, it's like my mind takes a hold of me. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed. You're in my so sad, it just makes me cry. Feels like I know you better than others, but you don't care, you never reply. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed. You're in my hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed. Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought
All right, beauties, we made it back from the gym. We did, let's see, at almost an hour. We were able to knock it out while little dude was in boxing, thank God. Because of time constraints, didn't get to film everything. And of course, that time when you go later in the day, it's just packed anyway. So it's like rough to film in there and not be all up in people's business. But we're back at the house now. We are whipping up our post-workout shake and getting our protein in before we whip up dinner here in just a few. We did switch out again because of time constraints while we had 1 hour to knock it out while little dude was in boxing. We opted to do a lot of the machines rather than the free bars with loading weights and all of that. It just takes more time. So cut corners where we can, but still get an effective and efficient workout in. And it was absolutely killer. It never disappoints. I always know, even when I don't feel like going, if I just show up, get in there, the heaviest weight at the gym is the front door. Once you get in there, half the battle is won, and you're gonna feel a million times better once you get in there and just start putting in that work, and today was no different. Today we did the Sherbert Smash Formula 1. That is our rapid assimilation protein, digests quicker than whole foods. Same with the Ignition high glycemic carb, which means it just digests quicker than whole foods so that you can get that repair and muscle building process in gear. And then of course we have our creatine, endurance, performance, brain health, muscle gains, all of the good things. Highly, highly recommend. If you aren't taking creatine as part of your routine, you definitely should be. But got hubby and my post-workout shake. We're gonna have these, and then here in just a bit, we'll start whipping up dinner. Post-workout down the hatch. Now I am refilling my water again because I sucked the last one down at the gym. It was hot in there today. Guys, we finished the post-workout shake, filled up the water, and then I decided to just go ahead and hit the cul-de-sac and knock out my steps for the day. Hubby is doing some stuff with our daughter's car right now. So while he's doing that, I'm down here just getting in my steps. You guys know I shoot for 10,000 steps a day or more, and I'm pretty close to that already today. So I'll easily be able to knock out the rest of my steps. That way, once we finish dinner, then we can jump in the sauna, get in the shower, and just chill the rest of the night. Dinner is gonna be some yummy pork carnitas, which I'm excited about. However, we were supposed to have avocado on them, and I just checked the avocado and it's not ready, so womp womp. Also, can we just talk about this hair that I have in like this crazy knot? It was so big and frizzy after working out, sweaty. It's whatever, it's hair washing day, so we're just going to ignore that. But like I said, we're out here, I am out here getting the rest of my steps in so that we can go back and whip up dinner and go ahead and wrap out this day. I still have some things in the house that I didn't get to straighten up. So I've got to make my to-do list for tomorrow. I always like to do that the night before. I don't always get it done, but that's what I shoot for. That way, everything that I am wanting to get done today is already planned and ready to go for tomorrow. So that always helps me to stay focused on what I really want to get done, and it's on the list before tomorrow. If you wait till day of, then oftentimes if you don't feel like doing something, you won't put it on the list. But if you put it on there a day ahead of time, then you've already locked yourself into it. You know that's what needs to be done, and it helps you to stay focused and be more productive. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be a really busy day, so I just want to make sure that I have it all laid out so that I can be as productive as possible. So once I finish knocking these steps out, we'll go back and get that all squared away, wrap up the work day, and then we'll start whipping up dinner. I had a little buddy come visit me to knock out some steps, but I was just talking about the raccoon last night, so I'll go ahead and tell you guys the story why we are walking here, because I just heard a raccoon a minute ago and it made me think about it. Last night, hubby and I went on our walk, our after dinner walk, when we do like our longer walk. And there's a house on the corner. A lady always is putting food out for all the wild cats. Well, obviously all the other animals come too, possums, raccoons, all that. So I always call that like Raccoon Alley. And I have like the most insane fear of raccoons, and they will mess you up. And last night we turned the corner and hubby has the headlight on and caught the eyes. He thought it was a cat. It was definitely not. It was a raccoon sitting right on the side of the road, was not scared of us, didn't move, jump, nothing, just sat there staring at us. We were on the other side of the street trying to like shit and get, because absolutely not. And it never moved. It just stayed there staring at us, and there were some cars coming, so we like hurried up and went the other way. Hubby could care less about them, but they freak me out. What about you? What did we see the night before when we were walking?
An owl.
An owl the night before. Big. So we're just out here with all the wildlife in Florida.
Like
but at least it's daylight right now, so that makes it a little better. And we're just hitting our cul-de-sac. So, but my arm's dying holding this camera, so I'll talk to you guys at dinner. All right, beauties, so here's what we're doing for dinner tonight. We have the Members Mark fully cooked pork carnitas, lightly seasoned seared pork. We've had this before. It is delicious. Macros are 240 calories a serving, 18 grams protein. Gonna pop this baby right in the microwave. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna throw some of this beans ready rice, Spanish style, with tomatoes and peppers in the microwave. Easy peasy. Dinner is gonna be ready to rock and roll. All right, just a few minutes and dinner is ready to rock and roll. I have 2 pork carnitas here, 1.5 servings of the meat. I have 2 of these 0 net carbs tortillas. That's just what I had on hand, so that's what I used. And we didn't have the avocado, or we have it, but it's just not ready yet. So I had some of this classic guacamole with lime that I got for a birthday party this weekend. We're doing a taco bar. You guys will see a lot of that stuff in the next grocery haul, but I went ahead and just threw a serving of that on there. And then we have some of the rice, 82 grams of the rice. So this is clocking in at 553 calories, 34 grams of protein, 40 carbs, and 34 grams fat. And we've had a little switch up in what's going on tonight, so I don't think we are hitting the sauna. I think we're gonna go over to my sister and my brother-in-law's house, and I am probably gonna stay the night over there, so I will catch you guys up on that in a bit. What's up, guys? It's Editing Jen here, and I apologize that I completely ghosted you guys and have just left you hanging here on YouTube. I didn't end up finishing out this video. It's a super long story that I have just not been able to pick up the camera and even talk about for the last couple weeks, because I just immediately ugly cry, and I'm trying to spare you guys that. But on Tuesday, when I was filming this full day of eating, I got a call or message from my sister for us to come and stay the night at her house with my brother-in-law, her, and my niece. And so hubby and I and the little guy went and stayed over there, and then was pretty much there for the whole week to be with her and my brother-in-law, because we knew that it was getting down to his last few days or week or so. He ended up passing away that Friday evening, and I thought I was going to be able to make it through this, but I will talk more about it for sure in the future. But just to say, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys already know this, or if you were in my app then on Team Jen, then you guys already know this, but he passed away that Friday evening. Since then, it has been an absolute nightmare for our family, especially my sister. She is not doing well. So for all of you that are my prayer warriors, I would appreciate prayers for my sister, for my niece, for our whole family, because it is just an insanely heartbreaking situation. There is no time that can prepare you to lose somebody that you love. My kids absolutely adore their uncle. My sister, her soul is crushed. Her heart is severed. She's not doing good. But without going into all of that, we have his celebration of life this Sunday, which I am trying to get everything ready for and finalize everything at the funeral home and all of that. I've been taking care of that for my sister, because she's just not, she just can't do that right now. So that is why this video ended so abruptly and you haven't seen anything on YouTube. Just needed some time to step away from all things work and social media and just be there for family. And so that is why I have not been here. We have, over the course of the last couple weeks, dove into something that we've been working on at nights, trying to get all the other stuff taken care of during the day. And then we have been working relentlessly. It has been a great distraction that we didn't know how much we were gonna need, but we have like poured ourselves into it, trying to get it done as soon as possible. And it is going to be absolutely awesome when it is done. So I'll talk more about that next week or so. But I just wanted to get on here. I just have not been able to pick up the camera, and I just wanted to get on here and kind of update you guys that maybe didn't see it on other platforms. I haven't really been on those much either, but I have posted updates. One, just to let people know why I was MIA, and two, so that people could be praying. We appreciate all the prayers more than you guys know. I know so many of you have followed the story of my brother-in-law and sister as he was sick, and so I appreciate that more than you know. I'm trying to keep this short and limited so I can spare you guys just the ugly crying. It's so hard though, and so I'm just going to say that I appreciate all the prayers. Love you guys. I'll be back in the full swing of things soon. We still do have the group coaching starting the end of this month. I did push the date back because I believe you guys deserve the absolute best of me, and I just don't have the best of me to give right now. So I am going to do that on September 30th instead of September 23rd. I just need an extra week to get everything prepared because I wasn't able to do a lot of the things that I would normally do to the lead up of a group program starting, obviously, because my sister is more important, my brother-in-law, my niece, my family, and so that took top priority in getting everything ready to celebrate his life this weekend. So I will still be doing the group program. It's just going to be starting September 30th, which has us finishing the week right before Thanksgiving. So that'll be really awesome because we can go into Thanksgiving looking and feeling our absolute best. So I'm really excited about that. If you guys haven't got signed up, highly suggest signing up. This is going to be one of the best programs that I have done yet. I have so much planned for it. And I just have like such a new fire and drive for living a healthy lifestyle, because without health, you have nothing, and you can literally prevent so many things that will take you away from your loved ones. And even if you can't control all of it, what parts you can control, you should, so that you know that you're doing the best for yourself and for your loved ones. Because if you don't have your health, you literally don't have anything. No amount of money matters, no amount of anything matters. Everything suffers if you don't have your health, and everyone you love suffers. It is so very important. And if you are comfortable where you're at and don't feel like that you want to grow or change, I'm not speaking to you. I am speaking to seekers, the ones that want to have energy, want to have a zest for life, want to feel good in their body, want to grow and learn and keep getting healthier and better every single day. Those are the people I'm speaking to. Those are the people that I want to help succeed. We can all help each other. So if you haven't signed up for the group, you have extra time to do so. I always have the links down below. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure to reach out. I apologize for being MIA on here, but I know that you guys understand family is the most important thing, and I would give all of this up to help my sister and take care of her anyways. So I know that you guys know that and would do the same. So I just appreciate the continued prayers for her and my niece and our whole family. We definitely feel them, and I appreciate you guys so very much. But before I just start crying again, I am just gonna leave it here, and I will talk to you guys more about it in the future, and we'll hopefully be back to regular posting and all of that next week. So I appreciate you guys so very much, and I love y'all to pieces. I hope you're crushing it out there at life, and I will catch y'all in the next video.